Today, I'm going to show you how to build this kelp farm. It farms over 600 kelp per hour and crafts it all into blocks for you. These are the items you'll need for the auto crafter part of the farm. Okay, to get started, we want to dig down 2 in an L shape like this. We'll jump down here and hopper into this dirt block. From here, we want to dig out that dirt block and go down 2 more like this. Chest here so we can stand under it. Smoker there. And then a hopper in from the chest into the smoker. Now we want to dig a bit more down. Crafter here. Dropper facing upwards. So make sure they're both facing upwards. Dig a space above us like that. Come back down. Hopper from the smoker into the crafter. Now we want to get up so we can grab like that. Make some more room for us. Hopper into the side of the smoker and then the other hopper into that hopper. From here we can grab a chest like that and turn it into a double chest. This is our fuel and this is where the kelp will be. We can grab a composter and put it there, and that's just to help for lag. Alright, now we need to break open this area down here. Comparator here out of this chest. Dig out 2 more this way. Down 2. So like that. Sticky piston, composter. So the compost is level with the ground here. Comparator. Turn this comparator on, the one that is from the chest, into negative mode, so this light comes on. Dirt block in front of it. We want to dig down next to it, like this. We want this block gone, these 3 blocks gone, so that the only blocks here are the one it's sitting on and the one it's pointing directly into. Want to grab a repeater here, put it there so it's pointing into that block. And then redstone there, our redstone torch there. So now that's powering that block, stopping it from taking out items. Now you want to dig 2 across, 1, 2, and then 1 across this way, 1. And you should see our composter. Bring the redstone to this point, repeater again, and that should extend. So now we can put an item in here and it won't get taken. Oh, it will get taken. My apologies. That's because we haven't filled it up. We need to grab some wheat. 1, 2. You can go up to 2 or 3. I like 3. That's how much would need to be in this chest before it starts to get processed. Now we need to do the crafting side. So we need to dig down here and find our crafter, which is right there. Alright, we only need a spot there. Comparator. Redstone dust on the block. Grab our observer. Hold down shift and try and get as close as you can without standing on the block. And you should see the arrows pointing into the dropper. Now we're pretty much done. Oops. Actually, my apologies. We need to dig out 2 this way. Composter. We need to fill it up fully. Be careful not to grab the bone meal at the end. There we go. Comparator. Turn this one on to negative. So the one that's coming out of the crafter. That's below the observer. So make sure that's negative. Alright, now we're free. But we need to get out of here. So we need to dig our way out. Alright, now we can come up here and place our dirt in the areas we don't need access to. So that's mostly all this here, and we want to leave an L shape like this. Grab our slab and put that there. Our stairs on this side of the chest so that you can sort of half see that chest still. And then we can grab our oak trapdoors, and place them like this. So now we have access to the chest. We can come over here and grab a whole bunch of kelp for us. And we can place them into the box and then they'll start crafting. There we go. You can hear it shifted. Now if we wait a few minutes, I hate asking, but if you are finding this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Either way, let's get back to it. Okay, so I've waited a while and I did forget to tell you guys to put coal in. So don't forget that. You can just put coal in the double chest and it will get put into the furnace. So if we come down here, we actually want to access this hopper right here. You can actually get the smoker there like that, or you can just jump in and come around, maybe have to dig your way into here and just look at it this way. But this hopper, we see we have 22 kelp in and some iron boots. I put boots in to block up the hopper. Let's look at the other example for a better showcase of this. So if we jump in here, we can see that this hopper is full with a full stack of kelp blocks and iron boots. I'm doing this to block the hopper up so that the items end up in the chest a lot sooner. This is really just meaning that you get the kelp in the double chest a lot earlier, and the one stack in the one slot is more than enough for the hopper. You'll never run out as long as you don't take anything out of the actual smoker. If you didn't do this, you'd be waiting a lot longer before blocks did appear in your chest. Either way, let's get to actually building this thing. Okay, to get started, we need to go to our hopper here, go 2 blocks across, and then dig out 3 wide area. Alright, and so this is the start of our farm. 2 blocks like this, and now we can actually start where the kelp will be. We'll put our observer facing this way, so the face is on the inside. And then we have 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and then another observer. And you do this until you have 6. Okay, there we go. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we can place our pistons. And when we get to the end, we want these 2 just to be normal blocks. And at that, we also want this here to be also normal blocks like that. Now we want to go to the back and dig a hole below each of these observers and place our dropper like so. It doesn't matter what orientation the dropper is, it's just there to trigger the observer for later. And now that that's done, we grab our observer and place it facing down so the red is upwards. And from here, we just want to place a block behind each piston. Jump on top and redstone across all of it. To finish it off, we want to place a block again above everything here onto the 3rd level. Okay, now that that's done, I'll repeat it on the other side. Now that the other side's done, and I also did the floor, it's just replaced it all with the brick. We can come to the side here, aim for the redstone, and place your observer like that. And now you can just do the thing again with 3 and then observer. It can be a little trickier, but shouldn't be too hard. Now they're in, we can grab the droppers again and do the same thing. Just aim for the redstone. Like this. It can be a little tricky. If you need, you can place the block below the thing like this and just jump up like that. That might be easier for you. With that done, we can now build up. So we might as well grab our glass here and just place this in here and get ourselves back up to the top. We shouldn't have to get down again. Okay, so over here, we once again do the observers, just placing them above the droppers like this. Right, now we put the pistons in like always. Now that they're in, we want to make sure we place these blocks here as well. If you want, you can use it to get up. We also want to place the blocks in the back here. We can do that on the other side as well. Now we can place in the redstone and the other set of blocks above here. Don't forget to build yourself up here with the blocks on the side and the glass so you can get across. Okay, now that that's done, this is what it's looking like. And now we can start building up. We want to go up at least so that we are 2 blocks higher than the block above the redstone here. So that's how high we need to go. With us built up like that, as you can see, we're 2 blocks above the redstone line with the blocks above it. And you can see we actually are lining up perfectly with our hopper here. Now comes the most tedious part of this whole build, and that is working with the signs. So here we can put in glass soon. We don't need to worry about it just yet. We need to come across here and place signs in front of every block here like this, and be careful not to place text on it. It will just increase lag. It can be a lot easier if you just jump down and build yourself a bit of a scaffolding up here like this and work with yourself like that. It's going to take a little while. Now that the signs are in, it gets even harder. So we need to probably build out a little bit here and then hold down shift and place a sign on the end of these signs. It's easy to probably hold shift and then use the mouse to click on the done and just keep holding shift. Make sure you're not holding any keys and then just remove the scaffolding as we go. We can actually do about 2 layers like this. And then you can come back and do this. But you want them all the way to the end here. Okay, so if you do happen to fall down, like I just did, an easy way up is if you do have your water on you, just drop your water down and also show off that this works and it's very noisy. Very, very noisy. But yeah, that's how you get back up. Now that the signs are done, we're ready to actually get this thing started. So you want to come over to the side with the hopper. And now we want to go to the opposite side. Come down here, put down a block here, so we're right at the end. Grab our glass and build our way back up to height. And now we also want to do this on all sides. So we probably want to, we could do something like that and just cut out the corner if you don't want the corners in. But we want 2 block high on this whole side across. All right, when you get to the end, yeah, just probably put a block here and then build up the glass like that. And now we have, and we've got the hopper down there. For now, we will block it off just with a piece of glass, just so no water does fall down and cause any problems. So what we want to do for the moment is we can just put some water up here. And now we want to go up just 1 more level on these sides up to this point here. So we'll just go here and then 1 layer like this, coming across like that. And of course, finishing there. All right, do that all the way across. Right, with the sides on, now we can do the last bit of the signs. Over there, I used a lot of ice, but you don't really need to. What we will be doing is putting signs across here. So we'll be putting them on this layer, and we're just going to keep attaching them at the 3rd layer. So just keep doing that all the way until you get to over there. Right, now that we're done, remember you don't need the sign above this one. So we just need to get ourselves back up. Okay, now we can place the water. So we want to place the water here, grab our other bucket and place the water next to it. And we should be able to continue with an infinite water source. Don't place water in the signs. You can mess this up. So please just be slow and just do it like this. Until the whole side is streaming all towards those signs. With the water all flowing, we can now grab some extra water. We want to grab another 2 buckets and we want to head down. So head down here, all the way to the floor, and we want to make another infinite source down here. So it's probably easiest to just, yeah, you have to put up with the sound and then go across, and it should start making infinite water if you do it right. It's going to be quite annoying getting pushed around. Now that the water's in, you want to do that up here as well. So you just grab your infinite water and do this. You have to do it in every block because it won't make an infinite water source up there. When you're done, it should look like this. And now we can go in and grab our kelp and place it. So you can place 2 at once like this, and it will get a little annoying being pushed around. Now that the kelp is in, we can do one of the hardest parts, which is waterlogging these signs. So we want to hold down shift and click on the sign. Be very careful not to place water above the sign, or you'll probably mess up the stream. And you'll have to undo all the water logging and potentially the stream above it and start again. So here goes, we hold down shift and there we go. Now we can get up to the top, grab the infinite water from up here and then continue. But we definitely want to be careful. With the water logging complete, we are pretty much almost done. We just need to grab more of our kelp and come down here. So the main reason we have the signs is to prevent the kelp getting up this high and disturbing the water. Now, of course, we could prevent that totally with more observers, but that makes the farm much more expensive. So what we'll do is we'll jump down here, and now we want to grow these middle kelp, all of them, all the way to the top, and also the kelp over here without the pistons. These ones all the way up. So make sure you got a lot of breath when you do this. And we just want to bring them all the way up manually. They might not necessarily grow on their own to this height, so we want to do it manually. Okay, so now we can see the farm's working and all the kelp is slowly floating to the surface and falling down here. I did extend this line of glass here, 1 layer up. Now the reason why we have this like this is because you could actually build this farm again over this side and then have the water stream coming in this way, and then both set of items would fall down here. So you could double the farm quite easily. You could change out these signs for fence gates if you wanted as well. Or of course, you could change these blocks to be ice and pressure plates. But anyway, now that this is all ready and all working, we can come down and break all the kelp in the middle because we don't need it anymore. Okay, so all the kelp is dealt with. This level has been heightened up. We're ready. So what we want to do is grab a bit more water, and I've dropped down here. I'm not going to jump back out. We want to get our signs, and we want to come over here and place water so we can get the stream working. And when the stream ends, we want to break the block here. Place ice there, a sign here, and a sign there like a staircase. And then you can place another water block there, and it will continue. And then we'll do that again here. But we probably also want to place a sign there so we don't have the water fall down. We can probably break this block now. Okay, so now we have everything ready, and all the items will fall down there. To finish the farm up, you might want to drop down some glass here and here to help prevent the items falling just outside of the range. But you won't need to do too many. I used the staircase before instead of the sign to help align them even better. But either way, that is the farm done. You can decorate it however you want, just like I did to the one behind me. You can check out my bamboo farm with a crafter, which I just posted recently. I will see you in another video. So thank you for watching.